Hmm. That was weird. That was very weird. I think StreamYard's acting up or something. Hey, yeah, StreamYard's acting up or something because I've seen this happening to quite a few people, but what it kept doing to me was saying that my net was disconnected, like it was insecure connection, which this is the default net. I think that StreamYard, I don't know who bought them out, but it's like they're conflicting because I'm on my phone. My phone's on the same Wi-Fi. So how can it be disconnected on my computer, but yet bring me here on my phone? That makes no sense. So I had to go into troubleshoot, and it kept saying that something about not being a secure connection, but it is a secure connection. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I feel like something's conflicting though, and it's knocking us off. Like maybe a I don't know. It's either a DNS or it's an IP address that's conflicting. That's happened to me a few times with StreamYard here lately. It's really weird. And then I was watching another crafter the other night. It happened to her. I kept trying to get back in, but it wouldn't let me. I hope it doesn't kick me again. Let's see, I refreshed. I don't know what is going on. StreamYard's been really wonky. Thank you, Deb. It's really wonky here lately on kicking people out. Hey, Diva! How are you, Missy? This is so weird. Usually when that happens, I rebooted my thing, but I stayed in here on my phone. It will let me come back into the same live stream, but tonight it would not. It would not let me in for nothing. Like I rebooted and everything, it would not let me in, Maddie. It was weird. So as soon as I, you know, X'd out of everything, it came back. I don't know. What'd you do? What did you do, Diva? Well, thank you. Thanks for stopping, you and Madison. I can't wait for the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. The only thing I have planned is Easter Sunday. It's going to be awful to try to juggle both because my daughter's having a Easter egg hunt at her house on Sunday for the grandkids. Oh my, that sounds interesting. You know, it was weird. Um, Lou Rock is one of the people that I follow that's in the paranormal. I know there's a couple that I know that live not far from me that follows his channel, and we got to talking through his stream, and it was so weird because he had people enter things that couldn't be explained, like videos and things that was going on. And this one guy, I swear this one video was so crazy in the paranormal. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying paranormal doesn't believe, that doesn't exist. I don't know. It's just like somebody having a blackout. I've never had one drinking, so I can't say they don't exist. I've never had a paranormal experience ever. But I know people that, talk about it that have, and I'm not knocking it either way. I don't know. But we were watching this guy's video, And you know how sometimes when you're a kid, you're sleeping in your room and somebody will be mowing grass or something outside and you see like a shadow go across the ceiling, like it's the way the sun hits. This guy was so creepy because there's no way possible that that's what this exclamation could explanation it could not have been, because usually when it's a shadow, it doesn't look like it's running across your ceiling. This guy was sitting and he was doing a video and he was talking to people. There was no altering of this video whatsoever. And all of a sudden, it was like out of the corner of his eye. You know how like sometimes you see a flash and you happen to look up. Me, it's always bugs. I'll see a flash out of the corner of my eye, and then here comes a spider running across my white carpet in my living room, which really stands out. Or we'll see like a centipede or something. Well, this guy was doing a video. It was crazy. It was like his eyeballs. Okay, what was that? And something like literally was dark, like literally flew across the ceiling. And it was fast. Like you had to really watch it to catch it. And I thought, oh my word. Me and my husband were watching it because his eyeball, if you just seen his eyeballs, and he did say later he went and played it back, has no clue what it was. But you could clearly see the shadow. It was wild. Because he was like, he caught it and he's like, really? Like he just stopped and there's something really like go across my ceiling. And it did. It was creepy. Aw, well, that's sad, Deb. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, Diva. Ugh. I don't know. We've had all the explanations we ever had in our house. Like my cats, they were something. When my cats were alive, they used to scare the bejesus out of me all the time because I'd be in the middle of watching a scary movie and they would take that moment to like run across the back of my couch and make me jump. It was never the movies, it was always them. But I don't know. It's crazy. I have this spider. He just likes hanging out above my computer for some reason, he or she. It's almost like one of those long-legged daddy, not quite a daddy long leg look, I know what they look like, but it's like those with the real long legs. I just leave it hang. Doesn't bother me. I don't bother it. My husband wants to fumigate down here because we do get a lot of spiders in here. And I said, well, one of these years I would like to have just a person come in and spray around the outside of the house. Because my daughter lived down here and she's like, Dad, there's like lots of spiders. She's not kidding. There's lots of spiders down here she had to kill. My bookstore window is like right behind my desk chair. And I can't even sit in right now because it's covered with webs. Like we really need to come down here and clean this out because when the store first closed with COVID, I had all this cleaned all the time. But as soon as I knock the webs down, it's back up again in that window. Like for some reason, spiders love this room. I don't know. And spring comes, it's like, I don't know, spider eggs are hatching or what it is. So my husband stuck me in the bug room. That's what I call it. I killed a whole bunch of them down here when I was spring. I did my started cleaning in the fall and I was cleaning off, like because I always every year I come down here and clean off all the bookshelves and the stuff in the bookstore. And I killed like a whole bunch of them. There was like 3 spiders just in one corner. I thought, really? And they were the daddy long leg looking ones too. Then my husband says it's your books. They draw spiders. I said, don't say that. But I gotta find something else. I gotta put something else special in here. I feel like it needs something here. This will be cute. This came from Maddie's sale too. Yeah, it's really hard for me to attend on the weekends. I do try though to attend the sales on the weekends, but it's hard because that's like family time. And I think the reason why mainly that is because when I was working in private care, when I was taking care of people, that was the only time I had days off. So my daughters would plan like birthday parties and stuff like around that time for me, because I worked from like 7 to 3, and one of the people I took care of, and so my daughters always had their birthday parties like around 5 o'clock or something so that I could attend. So that I think they just got used to planning things on the weekends for me. But it is really hard to be on the web on a holiday. Most of the time, like Christmas and Easter and all that kind of stuff, you think people would want to spend time with their families. You know, so it's really hard to come on during that time for me. I do manage at times, even if I have to take me and sneak peek. So we will stick this down here in the corner. I might even turn that into a tuck, but this came off of a stamp set. I bought this stamp washi tape at Maddie's sale. This is cute washi tape. If I can find the beginning of it, will be good. Is there a beginning to this? Okay, for some reason, this washi tape does not have a beginning. Let me see here. Maybe because it's a stamp and it's got that perforation. I don't know. But I cut it with my scissors, so hopefully. Wait a minute here. Make a cut over the perforated part. Thank goodness I have nails. Boy, this washi is hard to get started. It's pretty washy though. Here's the struggle I'm having over here. Okay. This is really cute. It's like it is. It's in stamp style. That's adorable. Let's put a piece here. We even decorate our little pocket. Oh, that's cute. And we'll put a piece up there. It's definitely sticky. And then here is another little piece. I don't know if this is supposed to come off in little pieces because it doesn't have like an opening. I never had stamp washi before, so. But that's cute. Look how cute that is. I love washi tape. I think washi tape's adorable. I guess you take them off a piece at a time. Yeah, I'm working on my next sale. My next sale will be a work in progress. Um, I was doing them second Tuesdays every month, but I decided just to do like one sale whenever I felt like I had adequate stuff, because we don't always have um estate sales and stuff around here. So when I go to do mine, it's going to be after I have a bunch of stuff built up. And then I'll just pick a random day. I'll make an announcement. And I have a few sites that I post in when I'm going to have it, and then go from there. Thank you. I think it's cute too. It added a little touch of class to the page. Hey, Donna. Aw. Thank you. Pay who rent? Did I miss something? What stuff? I get lots of stuff. I get too much stuff. I do a lot of unboxings. I got a bunch of mail I haven't even posted yet. Ugh. But I need to get my books out of here. And I think my Sunny Fun Time mails are overrunning my books. So I need to get my book videos. Oh, my spiders. I like my spiders. I had one that called Charlotte in the corner forever. Every time I would knock her web down, she would build another one. I could never kill her. She was always hiding. So she would come back out and build another one. So I just left her hang there. She didn't bite me, so I ain't worried about it. But she did catch a lot of gnats. We went through this gnat phase. Oh, it was so bad. And I had to buy one of those sticky things that hangs to catch them because they were driving me crazy. But she had a nice little web full. Sometimes spiders are good to keep around. I mean, I know that some people are paranoid about them, and I wouldn't want to be overrun with them. But one night, it was, I think, the creepiest encounter I ever had with a spider was one night I was sitting in my guest room, and me and my husband were just sitting on the bed talking, because he has a desk in there. He does these bills and stuff in there. Our guest room is kind of like half his room, even though he uses the closet. But if a guest would stay, they could sleep there. I'm sitting there and I'm reading a book, and all of a sudden I thought my light bulb was flickering. And I was like, what the heck? And I looked up, and one of those great big wolf spiders had gotten stuck in my light bulb area. It must have come from the attic, and maybe there was a hole from the attic to the light. And I mean, it flew in circles. There's no way it could get out because the light's a bulb. Like it's up into the ceiling. It's like round, and it had like 3 light bulbs in it, but it's connected and there's a ring. Like there's no hole. And I mean, it had to fry because it just kept running around and around and around like it couldn't get out. And the light bulb probably burned it to death. It was awful though. I told my husband, this is like excruciatingly awful to sit there and watch that flying around there trying to get out. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I have never had an encounter like that before. Like my mom and dad, when we were growing up, we had those little light fixtures that just hung. And sometimes you would see a moth. You know what I'm talking about? But to see a spider literally get caught in your light, that's weird. That is so creepy. But I told my husband, I'm like, "But how is it getting into the attic?" You know what I mean? Because we live in a brick house, not a wood house, so there's gotta be holes somewhere that it's getting in. But we had hail damage on our roof, and we had to have our roof replaced, and our insurance covered it, thank goodness. And, we got it fixed, so we have a good roof for the next 25 years. Hopefully, then we don't have hail like we had before. That hail was awful. It did a lot of damage to roofs around here. But yeah, he just hanging up there. As long as it don't come down off the ceiling, I'm good. He can stay up there. I usually do one big cleanup once a year down here. I scrub the walls down and everything and clean up all the spiders and kill them all and stuff like that, but they come right back. I mean, you would never believe that I just cleaned this house in the fall. Like, you just wouldn't believe it. If you would look at these windows, me and my husband literally come down here. We took down all the webs around the windows. We killed all the spiders that was down here. And like literally my chair's got a web across it. When COVID came in, like, because I didn't open this year that much, the end of last year, I should say. But in fall, I cleaned this and it's my window's covered with webs again. We do have a wooded area like down the road from us, so that might be why too. But we planted a maple tree. We had a Japanese blood red on our old property that we had excavated and brought up here. And I just absolutely love this tree. When the leaves get on it, I'll have to take a picture and post it on my Facebook page or something so people can see it. I used to work in the greenery and Lowe's, and I had to water all the plants and everything. So you got discounts on stuff. And I built in my other property, we planted a bunch of tulip bulbs, and then I put up like this cute little brick decoration type look. And I planted a bunch of sweet williams and I can't remember how many flowers. And then we put the Japanese blood red tree in and just did some different things. My husband's really good with plants, which is shocking. He yellow roses are really hard to keep going, and he kept my yellow rose alive for a really long time. So he is good when he puts his mind to it. I suck at plants. I can grow you a seed to it coming out of the soil. After that, I'm awful. My mom and dad used to make us weed the gardens when we were a kid. And we'd have to do that. We'd have to weed the gardens before we could go swimming and stuff. And my dad can grow anything. He's another one that's really handy with stuff like that. My nephew, he takes after my dad. That kid could plant an amazing garden. So can my brother. But I'm terrible at it. I could put in a little bit of a flower bed, but the rest of it, I tried to do peppers. We like banana peppers. I tried to grow them year before last. I got the seeds up out of the container and I told my neighbor to plant them in his garden because he was really good at that. And he said none of them sprouted. I suck. I literally suck at planting seeds. If I was stuck somewhere where I had to plant something, I'd starve to death. My mom and sister's got the green thumb. I have the cooking thumb. I inherited my mom's cooking skills. My sister sucks at cooking. She got better, a little better, but she was terrible. She was a terrible cook. I can cook anything. Cooking is my first relaxation before crafting. I love to throw new things together and try new recipes. My husband's funny. He cracks up because I'll make something new and I'll be like, Mike, I hope you're hungry and I hope you like this recipe because I tried something new today. So he's my guinea pig on my new recipes. Sometimes he likes them, sometimes he doesn't. It just all depends on what it is. And but I throw all stuff. I like soups and sandwiches during the winter time. I just have a certain way of cooking that he just really likes. So I keep telling me he only stay with me for my cooking. Yeah, me too. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. My mom gave me this one plant one time. She says, if you kill this, I give up because it's one of the hardest things to kill. Well, guess what? I killed it. And the sad part is a couple people even tried to revive it. It was just beyond repair. My problem is either I overwater or I don't water enough. Like I can't seem to find a balance. But when I'm growing a seed, I can get it out of the soil. I just need somebody to take care of it after that. I put it by the window. I stick it in the sunlight. I talk to it and I kill it. So it must not like me talking to it or something. I don't know. But my mom's got the magic touch. Like this woman should have owned a greenhouse. She's got plants like all through her house. It's like amazing. She's got this one she calls an elephant ear that my grandmother gave her. And she said she can't find it in any of the flower stores. But she said it's really cool because it's got these great big leaves on it. That's why they call it elephant ears, because they're like huge. But when it blooms, it's got the most beautiful bloom to it. But when it blooms, all the leaves fall down. It's the coolest plant I ever seen. And I watch her, do different things with it. And she has to cut the blooms off to let the leaves survive. It's almost like when the plant blooms, it almost kills the plant. It's incredible to watch her mess with it. But she gets pieces of it that she has shared with people where she can take the root off, and you can plant it and it'll reroot. And she has shared the plant to keep it going. But she says, I have never seen it in a flower store for a really long time. It's like one of those rare plants you can't find anymore. It is. It's very pretty. But anyways, I am going to call tonight because I think my dog's going to go to the potty. She's upstairs pacing. I didn't want to stay on too long because I'm on the freebies of the StreamYard. And I get 20 hours free a month. I could stream from my phone, but I hate doing that because I can't see. That's how I read chat up close. I use my phone to the side because I'm on a laptop. And I can't see, like the words are far away. Some of the misinterpretations I get that people say are hysterical trying to read my laptop. So I keep my phone up close. But I'm going to go play with her. My husband doesn't get home. He's getting home at midnight now. Yay! Where he was getting home at 2:30 in the morning. This poor man was leaving the house at literally 1 o'clock in the afternoon and not getting home till 2:30 in the morning between drive and his hours of work, 7 days a week. And then he started having every other weekend off. And now they finally shifted him back to 8 hours. I'm so happy because he comes home at midnight now instead of at 2:30 in the morning, which makes it awesome. And I'm going to go up because I have been slow cooking. I got mashed potatoes made and ready, and I've been slow cooking cube steak and gravy and onions because it's one of his favorite meals and mine. I don't think I have any corn. I'll have to go look. Sometimes I throw a steamer corn in there, but because that's what he likes. He likes mixing it all together. But he'll be home at midnight, so my supper is always late. And then I will have to be up and crafting or watching Walking Dead because I'm so addicted to that show right now. It's so good. Debbie, I think my address would be under my bookstore link. I think it's under it's under one of my book videos, I believe. It should be. Minda's Bookstore and More should be on Google. And that's my home address because my store is in the bottom of my house. That's how usually people find me because it's public record. But a lot of people don't give out addresses when people ask them in streams because they don't know the person. You know what I mean? So they usually like to take their time to get to know somebody before they share their addresses. But I do. Mine's out there, so it's no big deal because my bookstore is in my house. But I mean, just to let you know. So if people don't act strange, you'll know why. because they don't trust people on the web. Some people like taking their time. Me, I don't care. Because I've been through pretty much every threat you can imagine, and people being stupid. Somebody swatted my house one night because they came in here acting like douchebags and decided to Google my name and send the police to my house. They called 911 saying that my husband was trying to kill me or killed me or shot me or something. And then he was planting bombs outside our house. I don't know, but I had a SWAT team on my yard. That was a lot of fun because you do get these type of people on here. You just got to be really leery and careful who you share your stuff with. But just like I told them, even when the cops showed up and I explained to them, they're like, "Are you on Twitch or something?" I said, "YouTube." And I said, it was just somebody being stupid, and that's how it gets. I said, but like I told him, my address is out there anyway because my bookstore's in my house. So it's out there. That's why a lot of YouTubers have PO boxes. They never share their addresses on here. But you just never know who you're going to run into on the web. But the police knew, I know some cops that's local anyway. They know we're not that type of family, but he just said that to keep my phone near me in case it would happen again. I said, well, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But my mods that were in here, I told them not to delete anything they were typing because they were being obnoxious when they come in. So it is what it is. Yeah, me too. I like the crafting community, but I think some people get too trusting on the web, and you got to be really careful. I went to start doing crafting projects with my granddaughters on here, and my daughter was going to start a YouTube channel, but her husband's kind of upset about having them on the web. He doesn't trust people on the web, so I don't know how that's going to turn out yet, but it would be fun. No, I can't stand it either. It's happened to a few people that I know on here, which is sad. One guy got it so bad, it was just awful. He was getting harassed so bad, he knows the whole entire police department where he lives because of a YouTuber that kept harassing him. He didn't do anything. He's just a kind guy that likes to come on and talk to people, that have had past addictions and things. He's a very caring person, and they've swatted him so many times. It's ridiculous because of some person in his room that just wanted to be memeing. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It just happens. But I've been on the net for a while, so nothing shocks me. My husband was more scared than I was because he didn't know what was going on. And when he was pulling in from work, all he saw was guys with rifles and black hats on and was like crapping his pants. Because they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm the husband. I just got home from work. What's going on?" And he says, "We don't know. We think, somebody called and said this and this." And they made him stay outside until they checked everything out. And I had to put my dog in the back room. It was so weird because my husband just called. It was just a crazy night. And I thought it was him because I was like, why would the garage door go up and then he knock on the door? And then it hit me when I answered the door what they'd done. And I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me, right? But there was a couple people in the chat when it happened, and it just doesn't surprise me. People just do stupid things sometimes. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go out and tend to my puppy. And thank you all for coming in, and thank you for coming back because of the interruption. I don't know what happened, but there was a conflict somewhere. Alrighty. Yeah, she gets to running across the floor, and I know she's got to go pee. She's a medium-sized dog, so she's not Little, but yeah, she lets me know. All right. You have a great rest of your evening. Bye. I'll see everybody soon. Mwah.